Hello everyone, in this tutorial we'll be showing you how to use conversational AI in Elevenlabs. And here on the left you can see different options. We're going to go under conversation and click on agents. And on this column you have AI agents. Of course we've not created any yet. So we're going to be showing you how to create an agent in order to use the conversational AI here in Elevenlabs. We're going to click on create an AI agent. And here there are 4 options. You can start with a blank template. And then you have other presets such as a support agent, a video game character, or math tutor. So we're going to go with one of them. You can go ahead with the blank template, but for this tutorial, we'll be showing you how to go with a math tutor. After clicking on it, it's been selected. And after we've selected it, we're going to actually put the AI agent name here. So here we have Math Professor, and we're going to click on Create Agent at the bottom right corner. Great, so right now we have AI agent and we have our first AI agent created, Math Professor. And here there are other settings we're going to be going about. So here we have the name which we put, Math Professor, and here we have different tabs such as agent, the voice, analysis, security, advanced widget. And here we have test AI agent. So as we're making some parameters and settings, we're going to come over here to test the agent. Now you have agent language. When we click on language, you have different languages. So depending on what country or the language you prefer, you could select the language you want. You're listening to this in English, so we'll leave it in English. Now this is the message you'll receive as a user when you use Math Professor. Here it says, "Hi, I'm Matilda. What shall we cover today?" Right? So basically, if you're going to a Math Professor as an agent, you want to have this type of question. What shall we cover today? So we're going to leave this and we can test it already to see how it sounds like. So we're going to click on Test AI Agent. And then we're going to come over here and click on Call AI Agent. If you're using your microphone for the first time, you will have to say allow. Hello.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. What would you like to learn about in mathematics today? We can cover anything from basic arithmetic to more advanced concepts like algebra or calculus. Just let me know what you're interested in.
Awesome. So we have to go back so the agent doesn't keep listening to this. And we can see that we had the response from the agent. Great. So now we've been able to listen and test the AI agent, at least thus far. And we can see the system prompt. Now the system prompt is used to determine the persona of the agent and the context of the conversation. Now we have some pre-written text here because we selected a template and it says you are a mathematics tutor named Matilda. Answer in 3 to 7 sentences in most cases. Ensure that you answer in a way that can be read aloud. So please write your answers in full English. For example, you have the example right there. So you can actually change this to be something else you want, but we could leave it at that. Now in this section, you can select the provider or the model to use for this AI agent. Now it's by default in Gemini 1.5 Flash, and this is the fastest. Now there are other options such as GPT-4o, GPT-4 Turbo, and you also have Claude 3.5 Sonnet and these other options. So depending on what you want, you could choose any of these options to be the provider of your responses. So we're going to leave it at Gemini 1.5. And for the temperature, we're just going to leave it at 50 because it says the temperature is a parameter that controls the creativity or randomness of the responses generated by the LLM. So we're going to leave it at this. And then you have limit token usage. And then here you have a knowledge base. So here it says provide the LLM with domain-specific information to help it answer questions more accurately. So for example, if we're not using a math professor, so we're using a support agent, for example, or even a math professor as we're using this one, you can simply click on add item and this slide will come here and you can click on it or drag and drop support files based on the topics you want your users to be learning. So for example, if you have an AI agent, a math professor, Matilda, who's going to be responding to a group of students who are learning algebra, you will maybe put an algebra textbook here and help it as a knowledge base. And the application for this is really vast because you can drag files to this. The maximum size is 21 megabyte. And you could also add a URL or some text. We can cancel this. And with all these settings, you can go ahead and go to voice if you'd like to change the voice. And the voice is currently under Matilda. You can go ahead and change the voice if you want. Now there are other settings right here, such as the widget, but this is for more advanced users and you could change the widget. For example, this is the color of the widget as we showed you before. We could come over here and make some changes here. So if you're used to hex, you can put hex over here. Now there is the link and there is an image. So if you want to drag an image and put it right here, you can do just that. So now we're going to drag an image, put it right here. And this is something we just want to have fun with, but we could put any other picture you have. And right away, you can see the difference right here. And so we're going to click on save. And then we're going to come over here and click on test AI agent. And our goal here is to test the agent. So we're going to give it one more test and see how it works. So let's go ahead with a question. So for the next few seconds, I'll be talking with the AI agent and you just have to listen.
Hi, I'm Matilda. What shall we cover today?
I'd like to know more about Pythagoras' theorem.
Pythagoras' theorem is a fundamental concept in geometry. It states that in a right-angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse, which is the side, opposite the right angle, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This can be expressed as A car 2, where A and B are the lengths of the two shorter sides, and C is the length of the hypotenuse.
Okay, now I'd want you to solve this equation. It's x minus 2 equals 3. What's the answer to that?
To solve for x, we need to isolate it on one side of the equation. We can do this by adding 2 to both sides of the equation. This gives us x equals 3 plus 2, which simplifies to x equals 5.
So we just see that we've been able to converse with the AI agent and we've just had a conversation on math. So do take note that you get to spend 500 credits per minute while talking or while conversing with the conversational AI. So this is how to use conversational AI in Elevenlabs.